Volvo is the kind of brand that attracts different people for different reasons. At the forefront of its appeal, its reputation for outright safety. It's also a very individual product, and it falls very much in the premium category. But it's also the product of Scandinavian design. And design, together with attention to detail, is at the forefront of the facelifted XC60, S60 and V60. While the updates are valid for the entire 60s range, we've decided to brave the Cape's stormy weather in the tall and rugged XC60, which should be up to whatever challenge the elements may want to put it through. The XC60 also happens to be one of Volvo's most versatile models and, some would say, its most appealing one. The changes are little more than a facelift, with a set of updates mainly focused on the vehicle's front-end appearance. The XC60 is Volvo's best-selling product, and it's easy to see why. Even this facelifted version has that confident, poised look that attracts so many buyers. The facelift itself mainly concentrated around the front with new headlights, a new bonnet, new fenders and a new bumper, but the overall effect is very much familiar terrain. Not that such consistency is a bad thing. After all, there wasn't too much wrong with the XC60's aesthetics in the first place, but the detail changes do add further eye candy. The new treatment is cleaner and more contemporary, the daytime running lights add extra sparkle, and those big wheels underline the Volvo's dynamic capabilities. Inside, the cabin's focus remains on inviting comfort and tactile elegance. Again, the overall design hasn't changed that much, but every detail has been revisited, creating an upmarket ambiance laced with meaningful technology. The TFT instrument display offers a choice of 3 modes: elegance, eco and sport. Each theme gets a different color and changes the way the information is presented. A second display provides access to the infotainment and other vehicle systems. The XC60 is offered with a choice of 4 engines, 2 turbo diesels and 2 turbo petrol units. On the petrol side, the entry level is a 2-litre 4-cylinder delivering 177 kilowatt of maximum power together with 320 newton meters of torque. At the other end of the scale, the range-topping T6 has a 3-litre straight-six engine with 224 kilowatt on tap linked to 440 newton meters of torque. Moving on to diesels, the smaller of the two is also a 2-litre 4-cylinder, this one delivering 120 kilowatt and 400 newton meters of torque. And then, of course, the engine that is in the vehicle that we're driving here at the moment, the D5, that's 158 kilowatts of maximum power linked to 440 newton meters, of course, exactly the same torque figure as the straight-six 3-litre petrol. Despite its all-terrain status, the latest XC60 benefits from a raft of Volvo's latest high-tech safety systems. The long list includes enhanced pedestrian and cyclist detection, active high-beam control, approaching traffic warning when reversing out of parking spaces, and the auto-braking capability of the much-lauded city safety system. The XC60 is a family vehicle, so performance isn't really top of mind, although cruising capability, of course, does come into play here. Nonetheless, the D5 is pretty impressive on the straight-line performance front, 0 to 100 time in under 9 seconds, top speed 205 kilometers an hour, and being a diesel, it's pretty good in terms of fuel consumption as well. Ride and handling, really impressive, a nice mix of poise and comfort on the one hand, but it does still feel quite grippy, and of course all-wheel drive helps to keep things stable, even if you're getting into the twisties and driving with a little bit of intent. The raised stance and large raked windscreen ensure a commanding view in all directions, while switching to manual and using the newly added gearshift paddles makes for a more engaging driving experience. As it happens, the sweeps and corners of the Hummel and Arder Valley Road near Hermanus provided the perfect proving ground for the XC60's dynamic talents. The road is narrow and quite bumpy at times, but the Volvo never felt compromised, smoothing out the dips and ridges, yet remaining poised and responsive when leaning into the bends. There's nothing really radical about the facelifted XC60. Most of the changes are subtle and in detail, and they really are concentrated mostly to the front of the car. But it is also true that the overall effect is an improved product, and one that, with its extra luster, should attract a lot more buyers. The updated XC60 D5 combines lusty turbo diesel power with a smooth shifting auto gearbox and seamless all-wheel drive. Performance is engaging and effortless. The result is a versatile, spacious, safe and upmarket family cruiser that looks and drives better than ever. But the Volvo brand still remains too eclectic for some.